Oh my god, okay. That was really awkward. It's just such a weird sensation when you just have to put the camera down and then you have to re-enter the car. You know what I mean? I don't even know what I mean.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say. Pussy in your face, had to put you in your place.
We're going to the gym today, bitches.
I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
Joke's on you though, because it's actually not a car vlog. It's actually something else.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
I really don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Exactly. Right.
I had so much stuff to say, but now I'm literally blanking. This happens every time. I have so much to say, but as soon as the camera comes on, I'm kind of just a deer in headlights. When I press the brake, my lights go on and my car is coming on. That's so funny. Here's the bueno situano. A little over a year and a half, I made this video. It was basically me being a lazy ass hoe, sitting on my couch all day watching a majority of the Harry Potter movies. Not all of them, a majority of them in one sitting. I've never felt like such a big fat fucking loser when I did that. However, it was one of my favorite videos because I don't know, it was like good to edit it, good to film it. It was a fun time. Cut to yesterday, I have a request. I got a request from this account. Shout out to Cooper. My videos are so bare minimum, but I really do appreciate that you enjoyed that video. That being said, he came up with a great idea to do the same thing again, but this time I do it with the Hunger Games. There's someone jogging. Oh my god, there's a cute dog too. I'm going to be sitting down all day, being a lazy ass bitch, and watching all the movies from the Hunger Games. And yeah, that's pretty much
it.
I will say, I'm really interested to see how this turns out because I was a noob when it came to editing and YouTube. I'm actually going to the gym so that I don't feel as bad for myself as I did filming the Harry Potter video. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm excited. It's gonna be such a great adventure. I'm feeling empowered today. I'm actually doing stuff today. How freaking weird is that? I'm actually doing stuff voluntarily. I'm just gonna drive, and then while I'm driving, I'm just gonna explain the backstory of my relationship with the Hunger Games, because I actually love the Hunger Games. She's a baddie. I love her. Katniss, like, she might be like my favorite character from a book ever, like straight up. So I do love the Hunger Games. I'll talk about it a little bit while I'm driving. A little backstory of me and the Hunger Games series. I started reading them in middle school. I think I finished 6th grade. I started 6th grade and I finished 6th grade. I think for all of middle school, the Hunger Games was my favorite series with regards to not only the books, but to the movies as well. Like, it was just that bitch. I just have so many great memories from the Hunger Games. It was literally such a thing during my middle school years. Not only was like my friend group obsessed with it, but I don't think my little brother enjoyed the movies, but my dad, he didn't read the books, but he loved the movies. And my mom and I were the only two to like fully read all the books and watch the movies, and we were fucking in love with it. You know, it popped off. It was definitely one of my favorites for the longest, and honestly, I think to this day it still is. Oh yeah. Going into this, my favorite is Catching Fire. I haven't watched the movies in a while, so who knows, maybe my opinions are gonna change. I thought that this wasn't recording at first and I was literally gonna shoot myself. That's fun, love that. But yeah, I'm gonna work out. Oh, my least favorite of the 4, going into this, my least favorite is Mockingjay Part 1. But who knows, like I said, we never know. This minivan is literally up my ass. I don't know what that was. I have a few dilemmas already, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna get a snack, but I don't know if I should get it now or wait until my mom comes home because she's,
This is so stupid.
I think we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. First, I'm gonna get some snacks because I am hungry. It's 3:48 currently. Actually, no, it's not. That clock's 4 minutes ahead, so it's 3:44.
I didn't time this correctly.
This should be fun. You know what? Let's go into this with high hopes. Let's just do this. Starting with the first movie, the original Hunger Games. Let's go. Shit. Okay, kings and queens. So this is kind of like an update of how the night's going so far. Basically, I just finished watching Catching Fire. So I was going to do a video after every every movie, but I ended up watching Hunger Games and then Catching Fire. Right now it's 8:48, and if math is with us on this day, we're not making good time. The Hunger Games, the first one. Going into this, it wasn't like the top movie for me. It wasn't like the best movie, but I did like the movie regardless. But it wasn't like top tier, like where Catching Fire is. Like, I don't think any of the movies can really match up to Catching Fire.
Bad bitch, fuck the bitch, bitch gets slick.
I'll hype her up later, but the first movie, when I first saw it, I was a bit disappointed at first when I first saw it, because it just like went by so quickly, whereas the book, it really took time to develop other relationships that needed developing, you know what I mean? The one that really just wish they could have really just dove more into with regards to detail was the relationship with Rue and Katniss, because it's pretty important. Like, they kind of dwell on it a bit more in Catching Fire, but I mean, it's a pretty important relationship. If you look at the deleted scenes, there's like one scene with them laying in the tree, and it is
Okay, I'm literally on crack right now and I apologize.
It just shows the characters of Katniss and Rue really well, and I wish they would have kept it in the movie. That being said, you know, watching it over and over again, you know, it does tend to get a lot better. Now I love that movie a lot more than I did when I first watched it. It takes some time to getting used to, but it's a good movie. It is. Watching it again, the one thing that really just popped, I just started thinking about out of nowhere, these are literally kids killing each other. These are like 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds, and like, I know some 16 and 15-year-olds, some of them are really tiny. I don't know why, but just watching that movie really it just kind of connected. These are like kids like killing each other. It just really hit me as I was watching the movie, especially when they started getting chased down by the Mutts. Literally, Peeta and Katniss are only 16 years old. I will say, the Hunger Games movie is really good at depicting like just how brutal the Hunger Games really is, especially with the shaky camera stuff. Like, it's really good at portraying just how like chaotic the games really are and how like fucked up it is, basically. The characters also are really well casted as well. It's a good movie, the first one. Like I said, it's not top tier, but she's there.
Nobody ever wins a game.
Listen, Catching Fire is that bitch. There's nothing else to be said. She's literally the one. Without a doubt, the best of the movies. I would say Mockingjay was the better book, but we're not talking about the books. I'm encouraging everyone to just watch TV and forget about books. No, beyond the point. I took so many videos of like really well done, beautiful scenes, just so well captured. There were so many beautiful, well captured scenes. I don't even think I took a video of all of them, but it's a good fucking movie. It is just so beautiful and well done. The relationships, the character development. I'm a film student. I took film classes. I know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. Catching Fire is the best movie of the four. Can't get enough of it. Probably one of my all-time favorite movies across the board. The build-up of relationship between Katniss and Peeta, and then the introduction of really likable secondary characters like Finnick and Joanna, and Beatty and Plutarch too. Plutarch's cool. He can sit at the table. It's just Catching Fire is obviously my favorite, and even when I watched it again, everything really comes together with this movie. I stand so hard. President Snow, I love to hate him. He is so fucking evil. In general, he's evil, but like Catching Fire, Donald Sutherland does a good fucking job at making President Snow this evil, manipulative little slut. And I love it. And yeah, just the character development and the characters too just really comes together with this one, and I love it. A lot has happened since we've last talked to each other. It's literally, I think it's like 23 hours since I last talked to the camera. Basically, what you need to know is that as soon as I finished watching Mockingjay Part 2, I was dead. Let's talk about Mockingjay Part 1. I said going into this, it wasn't my favorite movie, and watching it yesterday, I appreciated it a tad bit more. The beginning is here's how it goes. It starts off strong, and then as it gets more into the middle, it kind of slows down, but then it picks up again towards the end when they're trying to break the tributes out of the tribute center, and things just go super crazy and fun, and Katniss gets fucking yeeted across the emergency room by Peeta. You know, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. Like I said, it starts off at a high, and then it kind of goes down, and then it slowly retracts again. I will say, the song snaps. At least the part where they blow up the District 5 power plant.
That part really snaps.
The highlight is, of course, when they finally do the breakout mission. I feel like Part 1 really enhances the relationship between Gale and Katniss, right? It was very much like Gale and Katniss, and it really showed their dynamic, and that's something I appreciate. Like I said, none of the movies are bad. Like, all of them are at least good. There aren't any, like, standout bad movies from the Hunger Games. You know what I mean? Overall, Mockingjay Part 1, I mean, obviously they did it into 2 parts because they want to get that money. I respect that. I respect the grind, you know, do your thing. I'm kind of okay with the fact that they split it into 2 parts. Most of the time, 2 parts is not necessary. I feel like with Hunger Games, I'm glad that they split it up into 2 parts. Oh my god, Josh Hutcherson in both parts literally such a good fucking actor. The fact that he's able to play Peta when he's like good, the baker's boy, and then Peta when he's like batshit crazy insane with Tracker Jacker Venom in him. Kudos to fucking Josh Hutcherson. Like, what a good fucking actor. Mockingjay Part 1 is definitely, it's a good movie. I still think it's like my least favorite, I would say, but it's still good. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have the one, the only Mockingjay Part 2. I know how much each movie made in the box office. I think Catching Fire made the least amount. Not Catching Fire! Mockingjay Part 2 made the least amount in the box office out of all 4 movies. So yeah, she's skinny like that, I guess. And you know what? She snaps. Mockingjay Part 2 definitely snaps. A lot more fast-paced, a lot more interesting, a lot more captivating and engaging than Part 1, its predecessor. This is really where it really tugs at the heartstrings. I will say I am very proud that I watched all the movies in one sitting. During Mockingjay Part 2, there was like this problem with the audio, so luckily I got it all fixed and figured out, but it was annoying as hell and I was tired as hell, but I'm happy I pulled through. I think my order, it really goes Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part 2, Hunger Games, and then Mockingjay Part 1. I don't think I really thought anything. Oh my god, you know what You know what stuck out? Coin. Here's the thing. The female version of President Snow, but is better at hiding it. Part 2, watching it again, there are so many moments, really fantastic moments that just hint to the audience. She is pretty evil, like, we not gonna lie. I mean, of course it all comes full circle when Katniss and President Snow talk to each other before the execution of President Snow. Like, it's obvious that Coin is not what she seems. And it only comes more full circle when she proposes that there should be a Hunger Games, but for the capital's children. There was one moment where I literally almost stood up and I was like, the one moment before Katniss sneaks on the hoverjet to go to the Capitol with that whole little crew and stuff. That one moment where basically she meets Coin and Plutarch Heavensby. Coin is just like, you can take a break now, you're good, like, goodbye. They were talking, and then there was one moment where I think Katniss, I don't know what she said specifically, but she was like, they'll follow me, with regards to the districts. And then Coin, there's like a close-up of Coin's face, and she's just like this. And she like super sneakily, like super vengefully says, I know. She literally admits that she knows that Katniss is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to leading Panem. Like, that one moment you realize that Coin is like thinking in her head, she's gotta take Katniss down because they will literally, the districts will literally follow Katniss no matter what. Other than that, I think it's a really good end to the series. I think it's such a beautiful, really well done end. I love the end where they're just sitting in that meadow and everything's super nice and just cutesy, and then she's just on that little monologue at the end, and Peeta looks at her, Katniss, and just like, oh my god, I love you, and she's like, I love you too, and it's a good end. Thinking about it now, bitch, I have chills. It was bittersweet. Like, I hated that the series was ending, but it really ended on such a pleasant note. Ugh, I really want to go to that place though, that meadow. So fucking gorgeous. So yeah, overall, final thoughts, concluding thoughts on all 4 movies. I kind of high-key want to watch it again, but like without filming it. The movies are so powerful, like their minds really fucking snapped. I think I will definitely have to watch these movies again. Yeah, I want to watch them again, like in one sitting, but like without filming, and honestly without my phone, just so I can really just indulge in movie, because there's so much there across the board. Suzanne Collins bitch snapped with this bomb-ass series. The movies especially are just so well done. If you haven't watched the movies or read the books, I would highly recommend it, for sure. I love The Hunger Games. I'm really happy I watched it again. Definitely gonna watch it again without like any distractions. But yeah, that was fun. I really liked it. I know last time I said just have a moment where you just do nothing all day and just watch stuff and revisit your childhood memories and whatnot and all that cheesy shit, but I feel a lot better about myself when I do something else before watching the movies. So I'm kind of like contradicting myself, but when I first did that, I was really overworked. I don't know, it just really in the end depends on how you're feeling. Don't be afraid to take a day off if you want to take a day off. Don't be afraid to like do something before you take the day off. Like, just do you. Just live your life. Watch The Hunger Games if you want. Watch Harry Potter if you want. Watch me if you want, watch Shane Dawson if you want, watch Tana Mojo, David Dobrik, watch any of them. Just watch them all at once. Literally open multiple tabs and just watch them all at once and live your best life. Yeah! That looked so fucking fake. I literally don't ever want to do that again. Decapitate me, please. I literally hate my life.
But it's okay. You know what? We're good.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, truly, I had a really fun time. I've been having so much fun lately with my videos. I don't fucking know why. There's like only 3 people max that are probably watching my videos. We're still snapping. We're still here. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll give you the link actually to the Harry Potter video I made. Thank you all so much for watching. You can like and subscribe if you want to, but you don't have to. Consent. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comments are always appreciated as well. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, bitches. Okay, goodbye. Time to decapitate myself.